What is going on, everyone? Hope you all are having a blessed Friday. If the season ended today, the Houston Texans will be in the playoffs. They find themselves the 7th seed in the AFC. Just yesterday, they were number 8, but with the Pittsburgh Steelers lost last night to the New England Patriots, the Houston Texans now find themselves sole possession of that final wild card spot. And check this out. The Jacksonville Jaguars, 4th seed. The Indianapolis Colts, 6th seed. There are 3 AFC South teams in the playoff hunt. That is insane. This division is going to be real crazy over the next couple of years with Trevor Lawrence, CJ Stroud, AR-15, and Will Levis. Then when you look at the race for the AFC South, the difference between first place and second and third is only one game. Guys, these next 5 games are going to give me a heart attack because these next 5 games will determine if the Houston Texans are going to win their division, also if they are going to make the playoffs. We are obviously going to need some help from other teams, so go Cleveland and go Cincinnati. The Cleveland Browns play Jacksonville, and the Bengals play the Indianapolis Colts on Sunday. Guys, we are going to talk about the Houston Texans potentially making the playoffs. We also have the injury report for yesterday's practice, getting a good understanding who will and who will not play in Sunday's matchup against the Jets. Welcome, everyone, to the 713 Houston Sportcast. I am your host, Ruben Calavillo. I drop daily Houston Texans content, so make sure you guys are following me on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok for the latest news, rumors, and updates. And if you guys are new here to the channel, welcome. Trying to hit 9,000 subscribers by weeks 15 or 16. Please help me get there. And thank you all so much for watching today's episode. Man, I used to pray for times like this, for this young Houston Texans team to be fighting for first place in the AFC South and fighting for a playoff spot in year 1 of the rebuild is insane. Shout out to owners Cowan Hannah McNair. Shout out to front office general manager Nick Casario. And shout out to my head coach D'Amico Ryans. But I have not forgotten the slander and disrespect this Houston Texans team got early in the offseason. I did not forget that some experts said we had the worst roster on paper. I did not forget when experts said the Houston Texans were going to be the worst team in football. You gifted the Arizona Cardinals Caleb Williams and Marvin Harrison Jr. I haven't forgot any of that. That's why I am confident in this Houston Texans team. They've beat all expectations put in front of them. So I have no reason to doubt them. I have no reason to doubt my franchise quarterback, CJ Stroud, my head coach, D'Amico Ryans. What these two have done for the city of Houston in just a matter of months is ludicrous. Man, this team is going to be special, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I don't want to hype us all up and say this is the year where we could potentially go to the Super Bowl. I haven't even talked about Super Bowl at all this year. But the way this team has played, I am believing just a little bit. And every win that we stack up, that confidence just grows a little bit more. The Houston Texans, obviously, they need to take care of business on their part. They need to beat the New York Jets on Sunday to continue their dreams of first in the AFC South and securing a playoff spot. When you look at the injury list for yesterday's practice, something to monitor. George Fant, dealing with the hip, has not practiced the past 2 days. Linebacker Denzel Perryman, a knee issue, full participation on Wednesday, did not practice yesterday. Sheldon Rankins, elbow and shoulder, limited on Wednesday, did not practice yesterday. And tight end Dalton Schultz, hamstring, limited on Wednesday, did not practice yesterday. And I just got a text message right now. George Fant is at practice, and Dalton Schultz has not been seen at practice. So it looks like we might be without Dalton Schultz on Sunday again. I told y'all this might happen. I said I think the Houston Texans are going to handle the Dalton Schultz situation just like they handled the Jimmy Ward. I don't put him on IR, but he just does not practice. He does not play. We haven't seen Jimmy Ward since the Tampa Bay game, guys. He was out for about 4 to 5 weeks. I really hope that's not the case for Dalton Schultz, but him really not practicing this week is concerning. To the limited people, linebacker Neville Hewitt. Shout out to Neville Hewitt, a special team's demon. Had the pleasure of working with one of his relatives. Did not practice on Wednesday, limited on Thursday. You want Neville Hewitt out there on Sunday. He just plays with such a fire. He's still very fast, man. He's been in the NFL for like 7-8 years. Shout out to Neville Hewitt. Safety Jimmy Ward, shoulder. Did not practice on Wednesday, limited yesterday. That is a good sign. I think we will see Jimmy Ward on Sunday. Wide receiver Noah Brown, knee, limited on Wednesday, full participation yesterday. Great sign. Will Anderson Jr., shoulder, limited on Wednesday, full participation yesterday. And Laramie Tunsil did not practice on Wednesday, his veteran rest day, full participation yesterday. Shout out to Laramie Tunsil. Your full guys in participation were Will Anderson Jr., Noah Brown, Laramie Tunsil. Your 2 players limited were Neville Hewitt, Jimmy Ward, and the guys that just have not practiced, George Fant, Denzel Perryman, Sheldon Rankins, Dalton Schultz. This was the injury report for yesterday's practice. Now, we will get the finalized one later on during today or tomorrow. But ladies and gentlemen, the Houston Texans are in the midst of a playoff push. Let me know what you think about them being a playoff team right now, currently 7th in the AFC standings. And let me know what you think about them potentially fighting for first place in the AFC South, guys. You have a real blessed rest of your Friday.